Lacey Everett here with Minds in Motion.
Today's guest is Dotsie Bausch, who is an Olympic medalist for cycling. Also won 8 U.S. national championships, 2 Pan American gold medals, and a world record. Dotsie is now an activist, speaker, and the founder of a company called Switch for Good. Dotsie shares the power of curiosity and how being addicted to learning can help you. She also shares a touching and courageous story about overcoming struggles and how she had a severe addiction and was healing from an eating disorder to becoming a healthy-minded, wonderful person who got an Olympic silver medal.
In order to help others, subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is totally free. And if this interests you, send it to other people who want to gain more mental health knowledge as well. Dotsie, your background is super interesting and really inspirational. I thought we could talk about that.
Yeah, well, it's probably, that part of my personality, right? That addictive personality, that fighter type of personality that took me through my eating disorder, because it's hard to starve yourself. You've shared that you struggle too. So requires a lot of head down and pushing through like you're banging yourself into a brick wall, right? And so it's the same Dotsie that was addicted to drugs and had a severe eating disorder that stood on the Olympic podium. And that's the most resounding aspect, is for people to remember that our dark sides are our light sides. And we are the same. It's still us, right? Because I had so many people say to me as I started cycling, oh, you're just, replacing one addiction with another. And I thought, well, I don't know if you're right or not, but I know that I love this with all my heart. And I am so passionate about seeing where I can take it. I was so curious. Curiosity drove me for the first 3/4 of my career. Just where could I go? How far could I go? What's possible? Like really seeing what my limits were.
And everyone's got their things.
The eating disorder I couldn't do on my own at all. And so I finally found somebody that I really connected with, and we got to work, and we worked really hard for a couple of years. And towards the end of that journey, that healing journey, that process with her, she said to me, I want you to be able to, move your body in a healthy way again, which I hadn't been able to do for a long time because overexercise was definitely a part of my anorexia, like it is for so many. And so she said, I want you to pick something. I want you to pick an activity or just a sport, a movement, whatever you want to call it. Could be yoga, could be swimming, could be, anything that you hadn't done before in your anorexia that, was addictive. So I just chose a bike. And she said, I love it. It was like when I looked in the mirror one day and was like, this could kill you. And I finally decided to get some real help. It was for my family. It was because they had been so upset and had tried for so long. And I finally just came to this realization, okay, this is probably going to kill me, but I need to try to get better for them, because when I die, they need to know I tried. Through the journey of trying for them, I've started trying for myself. Just nice. One day I started just kind of starting to try for myself. I think it's when I saw that it was a little bit of light, that it was a possibility that I could get better.
It's hard, and I admire you for getting through that and speaking about it and helping others with that kind of thing, because it's lethal. Having an eating disorder
absolutely is. I have some friends that have lost their lives to anorexia.
It's nice to know that there are people like you who talk about these things, and that there's therapists and all the other resources that we're privileged enough to have that can help get us through that.
Thinking about how often I said that, how often I wanted to quit, because we all do when we're doing something hard. But how many times I said to myself, I can't quit yet. Today was a horrible day. Today was a the week was horrible, the month was horrible, I'm not going to make the team, and wanting to quit. But I just kept going, but then I'll never know if I could have made it just a little further. I'll never know if I could have just made the national team for this one World Cup, or made the national team for this one world champion. Like I won't know if I quit. And then I'll always question. And then
kind of mindset you have, and how your mindset has helped you with becoming an Olympian. And
one of my favorite quotes by Helen Keller is that security is mostly a superstition. It's actually never found in nature. Like there's no security in nature, right? It's a creation by human beings that we have it, but it's mostly a superstition. I mean, we don't really have that much control. I recognize that avoiding danger, if you will, is no safer in the long run than outright exposure to it. It's how do you build that resiliency to bounce back, going with it, being with it, doing it, and just doing it over and over, and recognizing that that's how I'm going to also find my best. I really want to share it when it's up, and I want to listen to the other ones so I can get some free tips. So let me know when it's out. All right. Thank you.